Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Deanna Saldana with Habitat for Humanity. Welcome to the show, Deanna.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
They've been around for a while, haven't they?
Habitat International has been around since the early 70s, yeah, and started in Americus, Georgia, and then branched out to the point now that we're in 75 to 100 countries around the world.
Really?
So
It's gotten that large.
and the problem is that large, too.
That's
so,
true, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So, but in the local area, you've been here for how many years now?
Well, I'm from the Tulare and Kings County Habitat for Humanity, and we started our affiliate in 1994.
So you've got a few years under your
We
belt.
got a few years, yes, and I've actually been there 11 years. So.
Deanna, how's that, since that time, how's that evolved in this region, you know?
It has changed quite a bit. I think a lot of people are very familiar with Habitat's original model, which is building from the ground up,
Right.
using zero-interest loan through Habitat for Humanity volunteers to get out and raise walls and put roofs on. And working with the homeowner family, and then they buy the house from Habitat with this zero-interest loan. I think people are quite familiar with that. But when the housing market kind of fell in 2008, we, not only Habitat in Tulare and Kings County, but there are a lot of habitats across the United States, found that it was an interesting opportunity to start picking up foreclosed homes and remodeling those. So that was a new adventure for us. At that time, we were able to put in 27 families in homes over just a few years.
Oh, that's great.
So that was a huge win for us. Unfortunately, we took a negative and tried to make a positive out of it. Because there's nothing worse than having a house just kind of sitting empty in your neighborhood.
Yeah, bad news for the neighborhood.
It is, very much so, yeah.
So not only do you help the potential homeowners, but you help the neighborhood
as well.
The general community.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we still get the community involved with fundraising for that and the volunteers out there helping.
Speaking of fundraising, you got one coming up, don't you?
We do, yes. Habitat 2006, we did our very first Birdhouse auction, which became our signature event.
Really?
And so this is going to be our 13th year of holding the event. It's at the Wyndham Hotel. And this year, for the first time in 13 years, we're actually raising the price on the tickets. So, you know, the price of gas isn't going down.
No,
so,
not the last time I checked. Anyway.
No, so we raised the price just a little bit on that so that we could kind of make ends meet a little bit better. And we are also adding, for the first time, dog houses.
Whoa!
Yeah, I figure there's a few more dog lovers out there than there are bird lovers. But
yeah, there's a few of them here in the Central Valley.
Yes, just a few.
I understand that. Yeah, that's great. So not only bird houses but dog houses, and what is the offerings, so to speak? They're obviously not just plain bird houses.
No. We have managed to capture quite a few incredibly talented artists in this area. Not just artists, but craftsmen as well. And this year with the dog houses, we actually have a couple of schools jumping on board.
Really?
Yeah, so their building trades departments are getting their students to build some of these dog houses. And we get some beautiful dog houses and bird houses coming into the event. And they go out for a live auction and they help us raise funds. I remember one year the birdhouses by themselves raised almost $10,000. So
that's awesome.
Yes.
Deanna, where does that money go to?
It stays right in Tulare and Kings County to help us with our programs. We also, at the 2008, we added a home repair program. So one of the things about the home builds, we kind of work in certain communities where we can get the funding going, and we have kind of a core group of people. But with the home repair, we work with homeowners who already own their homes. But because of age, disability, or circumstance, they are having problems keeping up with the maintenance on their home. So we'll come in and we'll help, and we work with the same way. We like the hand up, not a handout sort of thing with Habitat. So there's a repayment program of the cost for the program with the zero interest loan with Habitat. And that goes back into a revolving loan fund so that we can help more people. And it also allows us to get into much more communities within Tulare and Kings County, because we can be in Cutler-Rosie, we can be in Kingsburg.
And the county's pretty receptive to what you do, aren't
Yes, we've been very, very supportive. The community, the cities, the city of Hanford, the city of Porterville, city of Visalia, Tulare, have been very supportive of us. Businesses, foundations, all of that. But one of the things about Habitat is that we do not get government funding. So every house that we build, every home that we repair, the funds come directly from the community where we work, and that's Tulare and Kings County.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it stays within, it generates within, and it grows within the community.
Yes, absolutely.
And you've grown a lot in the community as you've helped the community grow, haven't you?
Absolutely. And this Birdhouse auction will help us fund some of those projects, the home repair and the home builds. And it's an interesting event. We have like 15 restaurants that are going to donate food.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a hook.
That is.
That's
yeah,
great.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Deanna, what brought you to Habitat?
I had an opportunity to get to know Habitat a little bit through one of the board members at the time. And they were looking for a volunteer coordinator, and it sounded like it would be an interesting scenario, me getting out into the community, getting people involved with some of the projects that Habitat was building. And I had actually attended the very first Birdhouse auction.
Did you?
But I wasn't working yet.
Uh-huh.
And the next year, the young lady that was the resource development director for Habitat was leaving. So I would be transitioning from volunteer coordinator into resource development. And so I saw the event, and then I ended up running the event the next year.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah.
It's been very fulfilling, hasn't it?
It has, because we work partner with the homeowners. It's a long-term relationship because it's a mortgage that they pay back to Habitat.
Right.
So that's 25, 30 years. We get to watch them and their families grow. And we are seeing some of our homeowners for the first time ever in the history of their family going to college, graduating high school, and their kids are doing incredibly well. So we're very pleased with
making a difference. Right?
Making a difference, yeah.
How do we find him?
Well, you can find our website, which is www.hfhtkc.org. You love acronyms, right?
Yeah, there you go. I can remember about that much. Run it by us again.
It's hfhtkc.org or Habitat for Humanity, Tulare, Kings Counties.
You got a Facebook page?
Yes, we do. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. You look for Habitat for Humanity, Tulare, Kings Counties.
And a phone number.
Our Restore.
And your what?
Restore. Our building materials thrift store.
Really?
Yeah. We have one
storefront.
in Visalia.
In Visalia.
Yes, these are things that would have ended up in the landfill, and they're building materials and supplies. So ceiling, drywall, windows, doors, flooring, electrical, all of that.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes. And you can call us at 559-734-4040.
Very good. Well, listen, thanks for being on the show, Deanna.
Thank you.
What you're doing is great. I want you to come back and let me know how things are going, all right?
I will.
We'll see what we can do to promote. And you're always looking for volunteers, too.
We are always looking for volunteers.
Something to remember. Habitat for Humanity, Tulare, Kings County.
Yes.
All right, very good.
Thank you
again, and we'll see you when we come back.